Hey there, welcome to this episode of Google Autocomplete. As part of this month's theme of Star Wars characters, I will be answering the question, is Yoda? So, let us begin. So as always, we'll begin with the letter A. Is Yoda a Jedi? Yes, he is a Jedi, and he is also essentially a Muppet. He's not just two little things I know is that he he is designed like a Muppet and operates like a Muppet when referring to on set, of course, not in universe. In universe, he's a Jedi. On the set, for the original trilogy and also originally in Episode 1, he was a puppet, or you can say a Muppet. He was more like how Muppets will operate than a puppet. In fact, I know there's videos and sources on there that I can go over it, and I may actually do that in the future. But let's move on to the letter B. Is Yoda based on the Dalai Lama? This is actually the first time I've heard of that. Maybe? I honestly don't know. So, you can go research that on your own if you wish. So let's go to C. Is Yoda coming back? I'm presuming you're saying is Yoda coming back to Star Wars in the sequel trilogy. Only as a Force ghost. Or maybe sometimes hearing his voice, but he's not going to be alive. If the best we can hope for, other than voice, than hearing a disembodied voice of Yoda, is his Force ghost. That's the best we can hope for. But let's move on to the letter D. Is Yoda dead in Star Wars Rebels? No, Yoda is alive at the time of Star Wars Rebels. He's just over on Dagobah using the Force to communicate with Ezra Bridger in that one episode. Forget the episode name off the top of my head, but yeah. Is Yoda dyslexic? I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I don't think he's necessarily dyslexic. I can't even say it. But I don't think so because if I maybe not. I don't know much about people who are dyslexic to actually give a proper answer. Because he just inverts his word order. He does not. Yoda just inverts word order. We have never actually seen him write out, so I honestly don't know, and I'd be interested to find out. But let's move on to E. Is Yoda evil? No, Yoda is good. He's a good guy. He's a good Jedi. Though he does see the mistakes that the Jedi have made. And as for F, is Yoga from Dagobah? I don't think we know where Yoda is from in canon. I think in Legends they said Coruscant for some reason. But yeah, we honestly don't know where he's from in canon. And I don't know for sure about Legends. Can't recall. But let's go on to G. Is Yoda grammatically correct? Yoda. If we look at just his name it needs to be spelled, which it's not here. A capital is not spelled. Silly me. But yeah, he would need to be that. But he does. And also, sure, he speaks he inverts his word order. Instead of the subject verb object, he changes that up. That does not necessarily mean he's grammatically incorrect. So, yeah, there's a quick grammar lesson there for you. But, you generally don't, if you're in a school and you invert your word order, don't say, Yoda does it, and this guy on YouTube said Yoda was not necessarily grammatically incorrect. Don't say that if you're in school. Use the correct subject verb object that we all learn, especially if you speak English. And what I'm referring to that Yoda is not necessarily incorrect is the fact that who knows if Basic is even Yoda's original language. And if you speak English, Basic is English to you. But if you speak German, Basic is German to you. So, and some languages on Earth do something other than subject verb object and adverb. So, if Yoda learned to speak Basic at a later date, he could hold over patterns from from his original language. So yeah, don't use Yoda as an excuse for having words incorrectly ordered in school. So as for H, is Yoda human? No, we don't. Yoda's species is Yoda's species. Literally, that's what it is. We don't know anything else beyond that. And I don't necessarily think we want to know anymore. It's okay to see another one here and there, but I don't want to know anything about the species itself, just that they exist and they're rare in the galaxy, and maybe force sensitive. I don't know for sure. All the examples I've seen have been force sensitive. So after H, we're going to do I. Is Yoda in Rogue One? No, he is not. In fact, he's not in any of the movies listed here. He's he might be referenced in The Last Jedi, but yeah, he's not in any of these movies here. So let's go on to J. Is Yoda Jewish? I don't believe Judaism is a religion in the Star Wars universe. It might be, but Yoda is a Jedi. Jedi worship the Force. They're not Jewish. And he's also not Japanese either. He's Yoda species. Is Yoda Kermit the Frog? I smell a fan fiction in development. So I'll answer this, but I'm going to do so at a later date. Is Yoda left-handed? I honestly don't know. So let's move on. Is Yoda male? Yes, he is. Yoda is no try. I had to, because that's how Yoda. But I don't think Yoda would actually say that. How would is Yoda no try? But still, I'm not sure, but none of these are correct. That's just funny how the first one's been, how similar to how Yoda would say it. Is Yoda or Sidious stronger? Yoda is stronger in the light side of the Force. Sidious is stronger in the dark side of the Force. There you go, there's your answer. Is Yoda played by a real person? By an actor? Okay, this is how it is. He is voiced by a real person. In the Clone Wars, he's animated. In episode 2 and 3, he's CGI. In episode 1, he was originally a puppet / Muppet, like he was in 4 and 6. But then he was replaced in episode 1 with CGI. Is that any more confusing for you? Cause I'm just gonna move on. Nope, not a correct question. Is Yoda real? His character is real, he's just not a real being. Does that make sense? Is Yoda senile? I don't think Yoda was senile. No. Is Yoda trademarked? Good question. Good question. He is technically the IP of Lucasfilm, so maybe? Yes? Let's go with that. Nope, not correct. Is Yoda vegan? That's a good question. It's also asking, is he vegetarian? A very good question. A very good question indeed. So, the only way is to answer that is to look at him. He has claws and pointed teeth, a clear sign of a carnivore, but it is possible that he adopted a vegan lifestyle, or a vegetarian lifestyle, because there is a difference between vegan and vegetarian. I'm just not that well versed in those differences, but his species appears to be a meat-eating species, or at least a herbivore. Carnivorous, that's it. So Yoda's species appears to be carnivorous or an herbivore. Not a... Oh no, not herbivore. Omnivore? Basically, his species either eats only meat or eats meat and plants like humans. Or it's possible, though, he could he could have adopted a vegetarian and vegan lifestyle. We just don't see him eat too much. We see him eat a little bit in episode 4, five, but that's it. We don't see him eat too much, so we don't know enough about his eating habits. So let's move on to W. Is Yoda worth its Woko? Sugu? No clue what that is. So let's move on to X. Is Yoda X-Wing? He is not an X-Wing, and that doesn't really make too much sense. And T is Yoda Xmas decoration. Basically, is he a Christmas decoration? Well, they have turned him into one. Let's just put it that way. And let's go on to Y. Is Yoda YouTube? He is not YouTube itself, but he is on YouTube due to this video and other videos out there as well. And lastly, Z. Is Yoda Zen Master? Let's go with is Yoda Zen Master. He might be a Zen Master. I honestly don't know. I don't know too much about Zen Masters to give a good answer though. But there you go. That concludes this episode of Google Autocomplete is Yoda. So join me next week, or what should I say actually on Friday. I'm sorry this is 2 days late. I got delayed because of schoolwork. But yeah, but next week will be another Star Wars character on the 29th. What character it is, I won't give you any hints. So, leave in the comments down below your suggestions on other Star Wars characters you want me to see Google Autocompletes for, because there's so many of them that I can very easily do more in the future again. This is the theme of Star Wars characters for a month will be coming back, I guarantee you that. But next month's theme will be Star Trek characters. So leave in the comments below suggestions for Star Trek characters you want to see get the Google Autocomplete treatment. Also leave suggestions on future Star Wars characters you want to see get the Google Autocomplete treatment. And also, feel free to leave suggestions for other themes for months and other things to get the Google Autocomplete treatment. Give me as many suggestions as you wish and can give. So thank you for watching this episode of Google Autocomplete. Subscribe for future Star Wars content. Also consider following me on social media, links in the description. Consider supporting me on Patreon. And as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the Force be with you always.